So right now the series is tied up 1-1, much to our surprise. So we're going to go ahead and get hosted up into the next map, despite a short game, an action-packed game nonetheless.
And we still have to use that silence sometime in the next game.
You know what? How about... Guys... Here's my thought.
Let's hear it.
How about we just throw down silence at 8 minutes? Yeah. People were expecting something extreme, and they're like, well, that's quite reasonable. I appreciate his thoughtfulness. Let's go ahead and invite the players to the game.
Great. So remember, this is going to be game number 3. But this is not the last match of the day, because we have the finals coming up. All right, guys, after everything you've seen, iNcontroL will be Team Blue because he's wearing a blue shirt. Do you want iNcontroL to win as blue, or do you want BlinG to win as red? Just hold it up. You don't have to yell. You don't have to yell. You don't have to yell.
Oh my God, that's quite well. There's a lot of. Jeff.
I can't tell. This side's very Jeff.
The middle. It's like the middle's BlinG. There's the BlinG canal.
Jeff says everything's Jeff. You know, I don't understand because they just hated him 38 seconds ago. I just can't decide. Oh, Xel'Naga. I never knew.
All right, hold on. Well, it appears that they like pretty much all geographic regions, Husky.
And I had no idea that Xel'Naga were from the United States. That makes the whole plot of StarCraft make no sense.
Right now, I'm trying to get this sorted out. There's a little bit of a glitch in the matrix. Gonna go ahead and.
It's fine. That they're okay with their races and ready to go.
Let's go ahead and get it set up again. Now, Mike, tell us a little bit about stuff that you would like to see.
Well, number 1, I would definitely like to see the silence. I feel like since it is game number 3, we have to have a storm catastrophe. That has to happen. So hopefully we can find a way to make this game last about 20 minutes, just so we can kill everything on the field. So that'll be awesome. And the Seeker Missile Tower. Basically, I just want to see them get sent back to the Stone Age. Although, what would you call it in StarCraft? It's not like you mine stones.
Back to the Mineral Age, yes. Excellent.
Fair enough.
We'll send them back to the Mineral Age. Let's go ahead and rearrange our players. Now they're ready to go. Are you ready for the final semifinal match of the night? Typing away.
The countdown timer, as you can see on your screen, has begun. The loading screen has begun as well. It is going to be Protoss Terran versus Protoss Zerg.
And we're going to go ahead and grab maximum polls from the online audience. Be trying to defend both players. As it is the last storm map, it's time for some utter chaos.
See, now, do they hate him or love him? I can't tell.
It looks like in the bottom right-hand corner and in the top right-hand corner, two players trying to both taunt and get the crowd on their side at the same time. It's Complexity's Fire Zerg and iNcontroL on Team iNcontroL!
And on the left side, it's going to be BlinG with his ally, Tommy Love, which is very fun to say. Also sounds like a porn star. It is Team BlinG. That's also gas first.
Wow, a gas first play out of Tommy Love. And of course, you know, at the 2 minutes, I want you to pick a number between 1 and 2 that is an integer. What's an integer?
examples of integers
Guys,
between 1 and 2.
Or 2. I have my answer. I'm just going to go ahead and come to this. I'm going to press the random vortex 2 times. 1, 2.
Oh, did anyone get screwed over by that? There is one in the top left side that may have sucked in those workers.
Yep.
Oh, there they are.
Looks like BlinG's going to be a little bit low on gas for the next few seconds. Fire Zergs, teasing the edge.
And in it goes.
And out it comes.
Sean, what's an Overlord even supposed to do at Disneyland? You can't ride any of the rides.
Because you're
But you don't have to pay admission, so it's awesome.
That's right. You just float to the front of the line and begin puking creep.
Sounds like me last time I went skydiving.
I heard about that last night, and it was hilarious. iNcontroL going ahead and doing his standard fast gas style play, taking a hatchery. The expansion, Tommy Love still hasn't revealed quite yet what he's doing, but given the fact that we see a reactor here, I wouldn't be surprised to see a pectory. Bam.
Yep, the reactor going to be super, super early here. Factory going to be following it up, so obviously going to be some sort of Hellion play. Although last time people rushed, we kind of completely screwed them over. So we'll see if he decides to do that again. Fire Zerg Overlord going to be spotting for any proxy pylons on the low ground.
Yep.
As they had a lot of trouble with that before.
Yeah, you know, I like that proxy pylon play. Generally a strong technique. It got thwarted by the reinforcement of the Mega Sentries, and then follow-up thwarted by the Planet Crackers that completely killed literally every building that Fire Zerg had amazingly, given the random movement of the Planet Cracker. A good counter to the
Now,
strategy.
Sean, I just want to give a friendly reminder, 4 minutes until silence, but also there will be that first poll coming in here pretty darn soon. The expansion going to be going down for a Zerg in the top right side here.
Here it comes. Poll coming up. Poll ready. Let's find out what the result was. It
Ooh, that was close. Random vortices.
You know what? It seems like a tie. Safe zone, vortex, vortex, vortex.
Oh, God. Go ahead and take a look around, Sean. Oh, no. Is the queen going to get sucked in? No, she's not.
Looks like in these safe zones, we have some vortexes kind of spawning around the map.
BlinG going to be moving his units down. The Hellions could try and harass, but there are... Oh, those probes get in there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like Tommy Love's trying to sneak in. Tommy Love has
5 seconds.
one dissenting SCV.
He wants to see what's up here. There are stalkers, but also probes. Also the probes right there.
Oh, my God. Is he going to get him? He's trying to pull him out.
One's retreating.
He's got to be careful with that micro.
Oh, here it comes. There's an epic shot of BlinG. And it goes down. They finally do get cleaned up there. Does get several kills, though.
Wow.
Time to head on back home. Keep in mind the player with the expansion is going to have a decent advantage because he can just begin mining right away.
Fire Zerg supply blocked because, well, Overlords.
Because he's Zerg.
Indeed.
And they can't make it to the safe zone.
I might have to...
Entire
just tell
commentary in Overlord.
I'll tell Zerg in advance, hey, we're going to have safe zone in 20 minutes. The Overlords are like, all right, let's do it. That's kind of like when they told me to go run the mile in 6th grade.
Or in any grade, Sean. Now it does look like these creep tumors going to be going down.
And at 8 minutes, of course, we have another online poll coming up, and well, silence we're getting in. iNcontroL saying, what do we have here? Now, BlinG could lift this Stalker and then set it right back down again.
Is he going to reveal to him that he does? Yep, he is going to show off that. It also shows that it is a real Phoenix, not a hallucination. And he's going to get the surround with the probes. It's going to be pretty sick.
Oh, yeah.
Nice play there. It is going to lose a lot of mining time. Will not be losing any more probes because of that Stalker.
Oh, my
Maybe
God.
because of the Stalker, it's going to be moving on up. The expansion is vulnerable. 2 Phoenix are down, though, so they can begin doing damage. Decides to go for the Zealot because it takes additional damage versus the Phoenix.
That micro takes him out.
Another Phoenix going to be done here. Dumping a Chronoboost into a 4th one.
Well,
But the
looks
next
like
poll going to be here in just a moment as the Terran player going to be expanding down the bottom left side.
Oh
Broke people off the line
my
again.
God.
Can't even
It's
round
gonna
iNcontroL
be
trying to get out of
close.
there. All right, they cannot attack for 2 minutes. That does mean now that, you know, they can place their units in their base if they think they can overwhelm them, or they'll just sit back and macro up for 2 minutes.
this is going to be a little bit intense because nothing can happen for 2 minutes.
Might be a good time to expand.
Might be a good time to talk about your favorite TV shows.
Game of Thrones is pretty good.
Game of Thrones isn't really fair because it doesn't count as a TV show. It counts as a movie that's like 8 hours long that comes out periodically throughout the year.
On TV.
On TV.
I also like Walking Dead, but does that fall under the same category?
Well, it's a graphic novel, of course. It counts as a TV show.
This is really there's a lot of rules to answering this question.
And it looks like we see our little phoenixes poking about.
Oh, you know what? Those Phoenix are really pissed off at those sentries. They're just looking at you.
It's a Phoenix
just waiting.
party. It's going to be 30 more seconds. Cannon rush. I'm getting a little bit fond of this random vortex button, but looks like he's okay. I'll do one.
All right, on the left side, didn't seem to suck in too many units.
Didn't really do that much. In 5 seconds.
And the silence is done. The drones may be done as well. The sport crawler is not done to try and defend this. They will be done momentarily, though. Unfortunately, the damage has been dealt, and these Phoenix can just fly away. The drones are probably best off just going back to work. Indeed, they do, but the silence has been broken. Both players, or really all the players, are up to 2 bases right here.
It looks like double port Phoenix production from BlinG. In the bottom corner, Tommy Love is super duper turtle. You see Rise getting, not Rise, Fire Zerg, damn it, getting himself his layer tech up, his Spire. You see the range upgrade. The anion pulse crystal.
Anion pulse crystals. That's how I say it anyways. I don't know what it means, though.
Neither does anyone, Mike. Phoenix is now pulling back. He's looking quite calm at this point in the game.
It is a lot of Phoenix. He could try and pick up all the queens if he decides to. Down goes the Overseer. There's the Overlord farm, but they are protected by those queens.
And in a minute, the online poll will give us, do we want Seeker Missile Tower, Safe Zone, or some good old basic BlinG? It looks like there really aren't that many Zealots or Zerglings on the map. We've gotten a chance to see those. I'm expecting Seeker Missile Tower, to be honest, Husky.
That is always a fun one. Now the Phoenix could be dragging those Seeker missiles all around. iNcontroL spotting where the Phoenix are at. Could do a lot of damage here. He's trying to focus them down, but that's a lot of Phoenix as he's been left uncontested in his main base for quite some time. Doesn't quite get that last Phoenix there as he's able to escape. And you got to remember that going these early Phoenix means that he can dodge a lot of the stuff that's thrown at him, whether it's Seeker missiles, whether it's going to be storms, or even vortexes. He can dodge all that. And the sentries too, so I think it's a good choice.
Soon enough, we're going to have that online poll to find out what's up with the Seeker Tower. Or if it's going to be something more sinister. iNcontroL just continuing to scout about, as standard players do.
Now the Phoenix have to be moving in here. There's a lot of Stalkers deciding to go for Colossus tech here. But the Corruptor's on the way, going to help deal with these Phoenix. But I almost feel like BlinG can just fly to both these bases, kill off a lot of the workers, and basically do the damage that you would expect 2 players to be doing here. But right now he's going to be doing okay. Flies in here to try and clean this out. This is looking great for BlinG. Even a Planet Cracker wouldn't be able to save iNcontroL right now as all the units are going to be getting picked up here. The Corruptors have finally shown up. I don't know if it's even going to be enough here. They need to use the Corruption ability. But the Phoenix got to be able to escape.
And in the online poll, what do we see? Oh my god, Seeker Missile Tower.
Seeker Missile
Bam.
Tower.
It gets started, and now all of a sudden, it's going for that Zergling.
That one Zergling right there may be hit by the first Seeker Missile. Is he able to split it off? The drone's going to be getting hit as well. The Phoenix, remember, can outrun this easily. Oh, that poor Marine.
We have a probe in the gas, taking some hits. Rise really gets unlucky with these random abilities, eh?
His name's Fire Zerg, but that's
okay. You know I'm going to mess that up again.
Although that Seeker Missile on the top left might hit all those probes. Did he end up moving that?
No, he's moving it out of the way.
Yeah, there he goes. Does manage to get it out. So far, good control. I mean, do you decide to attack during all this to try and, get bad luck on your opponent? The drones. Oh! That did more damage than you would have expected just by trying to move those out. The Phoenix still doing fine here. So some economic damage, but the armies kind of remain for both players.
It looks like BlinG doing his best to run away. Hasn't really been any dramatic dragging. Both players essentially thrown into passivity.
Oh, that probe. That's a really bad.
BlinG.
That's a
BlinG.
really bad.
BlinG, man.
No. Oh, that's a really bad spot to me. That's a really bad. Kills off some of his allies' units there by accident.
The moment we've all been waiting for. A Phoenix getting nabbed by the Seeker Missile Tower. In the meantime, we're seeing some more killing going on. Oh my god.
There they go. He's got to be
two are
careful.
being dragged.
He's got to be careful here. He decides to send that one off into the base. This group right here, though, you can eventually outrun them. But does he click the correct one there? He does spot it right away. Just sends it into the Seeker Missile to kind of absorb it there. That's going to be the safe way of dealing with this. Although his probe's not very safe up at the top left side.
Split it, spread it. Oh.
Nice. That wasn't bad at all. Able to save that one, but that one does some damage to his Phoenix there. You can't watch everywhere at once.
Well, I'm wondering, do you want silence now or at 18 minutes?
That was a pretty resounding now. All right.
Be quiet, be still. Now it's time. It's time for these players to try. It's time for these players to be on their own for a bit. God. They've just been muted. They're hanging out, they're scouting one another, and it looks like, oh, iNcontroL and Fires are getting ready.
You know, this might actually be a really good choice here, Sean, because they probably have the stronger army. And the strength of Phoenix is that if the army gets out of position and aren't forced to defend, that's when they're going to be strong. So if they decide to just camp outside this base, if they force the Phoenixes to engage here, could potentially work out.
But you know what's going to be happening at 20 minutes no matter what, Mike?
Please tell me.
The catastrophe of all catastrophes.
Oh, yeah.
The storm catastrophe. Everyone will be completely helpless. BlinG trying to build those cannons. Oh, my God. Oh my God, Banelings with silence on.
He can place those in the mineral line if he decided to. That very well could be what he decides to do. Throwing down all the cannons here, but is 27 seconds going to be enough to get up the defenses that he needs?
Oh my God. iNcontroL completely pinning himself to this backside. We see the entire army starting to move forward.
Oh, I don't know. iNcontroL seemingly regretting this decision. He's got to get out of here. Only 10 seconds remaining. There's the Banelings. Do they go for the workers or do they go for the army?
Oh,
right now he decides to go for, oh, he may have lost his chance, but here we go. Does do some decent damage there to the Marines. The Corruptors could engage this army directly if they decided to. iNcontrol's got to be careful, though, because he is back to the corner, but some decent force field's got to be going down. Only a minute and a half until the storm catastrophe, so they need to do as much damage here as they possibly can. It looks like there is enough anti-air to deal with the Phoenix here, as it is forcing them away. He's trying to take out those Colossus, trying to take out the Corruptors, but it's got to be tough. Void Ray is going to be joining in the mix, which would be great versus Colossus. But
this could potentially be a deciding final battle, but there's so many cannon Phoenix. Fire Zergo has, what is that, 14 Corruptors, an insane amount. Their numbers are falling quite quickly.
And it does look like the Medevac's going to be joining the fray, but there's only a couple units on the ground for them to actually be healed. But right now it looks like iNcontroL may actually have to back out here. He's a mighty slim on units, and it does look like they're going to be holding here for now. BlinG and his ally have pushed this back, and the Corruptors not doing a whole lot when iNcontroL is the only one with an army. And here we go. It's almost at the 20-minute mark, though, Sean.
At 20 minutes, the most devastating storm of all time will take out everything. Many people from Los Angeles saying, do you mean it's going to rain? No, it is going to rain hell.
All right, here comes the storm catastrophe. Lots of storms got to be thrown out here. Now, at this point, you basically just need to do as much damage as you possibly can, and iNcontrol's team got to be hoping for a decent storm here to clean up that army. The probes are so vulnerable. Down goes a vortex. I believe that grabbed a lot of the army here. iNcontroL is trying to blink as best he can here to clean those out. Sucks up some of the drones on this side as well.
A vortex is almost a blessing at this point, Husky, because everything is so likely to just die.
Yeah, you should probably hop inside that vortex. Units are going to be popping out here any second. As the second vortex actually reset the timer on that, does dodge that storm. Another one goes down.
Looks like the army is continuing to come back. We're seeing some huge storms ripping across the backside. Up at the top end, though, the Marine Marauder Medevac army continuing to do wonders. And Fire Zerg, again, in a lot of trouble.
That's okay, because there's a storm to save the day. It does a lot of damage to that army. Not as much as you would like. There's the second one right on top of the army. Only a couple units remain, which is going to allow iNcontroL just to run up here and save those. Narrowly avoids that one.
An amazing equalizer, Jeff. Barely in between everything. A single Marauder gets sliced in half.
There's still a minute left on the storm catastrophe. Somehow these SCVs still alive. I actually have no idea how those workers are still alive.
A true terror of the ages taking place on the screen right now. Things being completely and totally devastated.
Sean, these supplies looking like 92 to 61 and 65 to 59. So iNcontroL is still behind. Haven't been able to get those Phoenix. I think going into that vortex is actually a smart choice because everything else just gets blanketed in storms. 30 seconds remain here. He's got a lot of Void Rays. These are going to be pretty good versus the Corruptors, as well as anything that iNcontroL currently has.
But in the worker counting station, we're seeing that amazingly, Tommy Love is the man with the most supply. These workers here have been essentially unaffected, though there's a likelihood that they could get stormed here in a moment.
Getting super lucky, and it has ran out, so those workers are going to remain here. Definitely Team Blue being the most unlucky there, as the air units very high numbers, and he was saving all of that energy for Mules.
Let's go ahead and bless them with some sentries. 1, 2, or 3. Since this is the final time we're going to see, there's nothing wrong with gross excess, Mike.
I agree. Can the
Here
Phoenix
comes
even
BlinG.
pick these up? We're about to find out. Probably not even a good idea to engage there, though, as iNcontroL's army is looking pretty good anyways, and I don't know if these Void Rays can even take on this army in a straight-on battle. Does iNcontroL decide to blink forward? Here comes the Mega Sentries, greatly reducing that incoming damage here, and that's going to be way more than enough to hold this up.
These skill rays are targeting everything.
But the skill sentries are too much.
And in the meantime, Tommy Love continuing to go Marine Marauder. BlinG continuing to pull back. Seeing that giant force field on the other side.
He's got to be careful. That's not somewhere you want to go. The huge force field is going to be able to clean this up, plus the absurd damage from those sentries. iNcontroL might try and go just straight on for a kill here, but I don't know if they're going to be able to hold it off, because that's a lot of sentries.
Oh my God, this is suddenly going to be a little bit of a crisis. Yeah, you know what?
Do we want the biggest force field battle we've ever seen?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get a show of hands. If you think I should give 2 sentries to Team Red, show me red. If you think they should get nothing, show me blue.
Oh, that is a lot of red, but it is about 50-50, it looks like. It's your call, Sean.
It is going to be double red. This game is getting increasingly ridiculous, Husky.
The Void Rays finally escaping there back to the main base. The sentries have arrived. iNcontroL does have slightly more sentries, as we did give him 3 clicks of that magical button. Remember, these force fields cannot be stopped by Colossus. I don't know how good Marine and Marauder are good versus them, but we're about to find out as he's trying to gear up to attack here. This is about to be so many force fields.
Oh no! It looks like BlinG starting to swing up from the top side. The sentry count is fairly even.
And there you have it.
Sentries going down on all sides.
Neither sentry or neither side ever able to attack. We're going to be here for about 10 more minutes, so...
They call for a planet cracker. We're going to wait for the next online poll, and after that, I'm thinking 3 planet crackers.
A good choice, Sean. The force fields in the center still going down. Looks like the sentry's finally getting a little bit low on energy. No, just kidding. They spawned with 200.
Out of 300, Mike.
A couple of sentries though for BlinG did get trapped there, as iNcontroL has been able to retain the majority of his sentries. So they've got to work together here. Could trap some iNcontroL sentries though if he's not careful.
Those Colossus having a hard time breaking down the Mega Force Fields because they literally can't. The Void Ray's starting to spring up. Guardian Shield's looking
Kills
good.
another sentry in that force field, I believe. There is one trapped, and down it goes. The sentries are going to really be the basically the story of this game. How many of them are going to be able to survive here after this battle? iNcontroL really wants to attack here, but all the players, I believe, for the most part, are on 2 bases trying to secure thirds.
And what wrench does the online poll want to throw in now? Per usual,
20-minute mark.
They want the Seeker Missile Tower to be turned on. You got it. Seeker Missile Tower is now on, but look at this. In this series of crazy force field battles, it looks like iNcontroL's team is starting to come out ahead. Well, problem is with all this going on, Seeker missiles are starting to spring over across the map. Uh-oh.
That armor's got to take a little bit. Down it goes. Remember, they're not going to die from 1 Seeker missile, but at the same time, they do move mighty slow. Does he continue to attack? Does he try and retreat just to split these sentries very well? There looks like the probe's trying to get away.
Excellent splitting, but oh no!
Uh-oh.
Tommy Love!
Oh, Tommy Love got to try and do it. Nice save there by Tommy Love, although iNcontroL is now forced away. He's very low on the sentry count.
In the resource counter, nothing really makes sense.
The supplies are almost identical. The only player is going to be our red Protoss BlinG. Very low on units here.
All right.
Oh, need to be careful, and down they go. Trying to minimize the damage, although iNcontroL's also got to be careful. Which one does he click on? Oh, he does manage to escape there. So now we're going to be waiting to see just how much damage these Seeker missiles can do. The supply is still relatively even for everyone except for BlinG, hovering in the 80s. Does BlinG, Sean, does BlinG have any workers right now?
BlinG has 13.
13, not bad. Oh, no, that's actually terrible because everyone else has way more, but...
Well, they're going to have way less in a moment because it seems like the Seeker missiles pretty much are hungry for all of them tasty workers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the last poll is coming up soon. And after the last poll, 3 planet crackers will be planted into the middle of the map. Last poll incoming.
Which will all 3 head towards FireZerg.
More commonly known as Rise.
The player formerly known as Rise, but iNcontroL's army looking pretty healthy here. He's going to be cleaning up these rocks. He's even managed to secure a Nexus up on the northern side, so his economy is going to be looking great. The creep almost blocking that one.
Tommy Love looking excellent. It's literally going to be 2 more big decisions. The last poll, the 3 planet crackers, and then we play it out. What is going to be happening online? Team Red is lucky. Looks like they're going to get yet more Mega Sentries.
And that's exactly what they need here. Actually, they are way behind in that supply. BlinG very low on energy, or not energy, but on units overall. He was happy about the sentries he got, but is it going to be enough? He needs to bring down all the other sentries. A big stem. Got to watch out for those force fields. You can never actually engage this army directly. It's just not going to happen. We have some infestors, as if their crowd control wasn't... Oh, God, you gave them a lot of shots.
Yes, they have plenty of those Mega Sentries. 12 for each. The battle does now begin, but the problem is, in the center of the map at 33 minutes, the planet cracker will go down, and it's literally all going to be luck at that point in time. Husky, will the planet crackers go to them or not?
Until those happen. Now you can avoid the planet cracker quite easily, although iNcontroL probably doesn't want to hang out in the middle of the map. And here we go, 4 seconds remaining until that's going to go down.
Good luck,
here
have
they
fun.
Come. 1, 2, and 3. All right, FireZerg, enjoy those. There goes 2 of them up to FireZerg.
Oh, God. Oh, that just... All right,
down goes that expansion. Does look like our orange Terran. That's a bad place to fly, Command Center. There you go.
Wow. Taking some serious damage. Wow. Poor FireZerg.
FireZerg is not going to have Hive Tech for long. Sentry's trying to hang on, doing some nice damage here to the Terran. Oh, that's so much damage. Oh, God, that's so much damage. Why?
I don't know why. And I'll be honest, if there's no more decisions the crowd can make, 4 planet crackers will fall at 44 minutes if we hit to that, but things aren't looking so good for FireZerg.
He decides to go for it right now, though, this huge army force field, and fungal growth being used on the sentries there, even bringing along the drones for the fight. This could very well be the last battle. Huge fungals continuing on. Does he decide to go for the corruption? There's the infested Terrans going down.
Planet crackers coming back.
Has cleaned out the entire base right there. It does look like the sentries proving to be a little bit too powerful, but the Colossus doing a lot of damage. The Overlord's joining in the fray. The Infestor's now completely depleted of energy, it looks like. And still the supplies remain almost identical here for both of these teams.
Wow.
Oh, gotta watch out there. The timer does run out.
Fairly even exchange at this point. The worker lead, amazingly, is with Team Blue, but... Oh, the creep spread. We can't build a Nexus. But fortunately, iNcontroL does have this Nexus up in the north end. BlinG taking some serious damage.
Looks like iNcontrol's out for blood. Got to be able to take out this 3rd base, one of BlinG's only mining bases, and that's going to be huge. He needs to focus it down. He is going to be able to. The force field's trying to buy enough time for him to finish it up. It's getting dangerously low at 170. Is forced to retreat, though, by these Void Rays. They don't have that full charge. The Corruptors need to be helping out here. And can he do it? He wants to kill it off. He does kill it off.
And now it looks like all that truly remains are probes and mega sentries for our orange player, Tommy Love. In the resource counter, it is slightly favoring Team Blue in this epic final match. And I'm not gonna lie, we are only 8 minutes out from 4 planet crackers at 4 minutes and 44 seconds.
I approve of this. In control right now. He's got quite a few units. He's got to be careful here. Doesn't want to engage those sentries just yet.
Oh my god, are they really going to back off? This is insanity. Fires are... Oh, fires
Has a hatchery.
Well, oh my god, BlinG. He's stuck a pylon. He can... How many warp gates does he have?
No, there's one.
He's got one. He's got one. He's going to do the zealot harassment. Now it's time to see. I don't know. What's your strategy here other than just praying for 4 minutes and 44 seconds, Mike?
You know, I did hear iNcontroL over there telling them to check out all the expansions, trying to see exactly where their income's coming from. iNcontroL has managed to have the northern base here, so that's securing those expansions. Got to be huge. It does get spotted, though. iNcontroL knows what's amiss.
I think they might be going to attack it, but it might be the worst possible time. Oh, no.
iNcontroL might be losing his base. At the same time, the base in the south is going to be vulnerable as they are sending their entire army up there. The probe's going to try to escape. Can't get the force field, and he does. Got to be trapping all those poor probes.
But in the meantime, it looks like...
huge fungals on the low ground.
Fires Zerg.
Could chain it. Could keep doing this. I don't think it's going to be enough to kill off the sentries, but the Marauders do get taken out.
He's trying to burrow, and iNcontroL goes for Tommy Love's throat.
He couldn't kill off this command center right away. There's another command center down to the bottom left side. A dangerously close game here for both players. Every single unit is going to matter. Needs to kill the command center before it gets away. I think he's going to be able to do that just fine. He does have BlinG, so he should be able to escape. But does he retreat or does he go for the kill? Is going to be able to kill the sentry. Nice force fields here by iNcontroL.
And he will get the Mega Sentry. And you know, the real problem is that even though the supply is overall lower for Team Red, most of that supply are the Mega Sentries. But it looks like this Queen Broodlord combo is going to be...
with the transfuse. Might actually be able to kill off all three of these if he's not paying attention to the Queens. Doing a lot of damage here. Got to be able to clean this up. One of the weirdest battles of all time, but he does manage to kill all of them. And the base down the bottom center. You have to remember that while one Team iNcontroL is mining, Team BlinG I don't think has any income right now.
Well, this is certainly going to be a dramatic finish. Yeah, there's that one guy who's been claiming that Transfuse is the best ability in the game since the beta. And he's right, Mike.
It is true. Now, it does look like the final potential attack could be happening, but 4 minutes until the planetary crackers come out. They might be able to end the game right here, Sean. They have a lot of stuff. And they also have the income, although that's a lot of Marines and Marauders right now. Can the sentry save it? Guardian Shield being thrown down. iNcontrol's got to micro as best as he possibly can here. Where's the fungals? Where's the fungals picked up? There's one fungal blinks down on the bottom side. Can iNcontroL actually do it?
The Mega Sentry's dealing such massive damage with those Guardian Shields. There's almost no damage being dealt by all of those infested Terrans, and I don't believe it. Husky, I think that Team BlinG might be able to live through this.
But the supply is 17 and 23 to 32 and 58, so where's all that supply? It looks like it's in the infestors. Has got to be careful here not to lose those infestors, though, as neither team can really afford to replace the units that they are indeed losing here. This is such a razor-thin defense. It's so close. iNcontroL, though, comes out on top with a couple units remaining. Even the Queen's got to be joining in here. They want to end this right now.
This is real life, Mike. After a very short game number 2, game number 3 was stupidly long, but I think that this might be it. Tommy Love, he's running, and you know what we call this? We call this, I hope to God the planet crackers kill him. Now a lot of people are like, boo, he's floating to the corner. This guy has 8 corruptors, man. This isn't a good idea no matter what. That's not fair. He'll die there in a corner. Oh, wait. Yeah, he'll die in a corner!
All right, so 17 supply to 4, 42 and 53 for a Team Blue here. There's not a whole lot they can do. FireZerg is very sad about something, but he has no reason to be sad because he's got lots of stuff.
Total gangster with a switchblade, the 2 Phoenixes.
Oh, gets a nice fungal there. That's all BlinG really has left.
Actually, that is almost all that BlinG really has left. Where are these 11 probes? Found them.
Definitely not mining. Hanging out over there. He's only got 100 minerals remaining. iNcontrol's base is fully established. Down goes the command center. Could kill off a barracks here as well. I think unless the planet crackers kill off everything, but he's got to be careful because those planetary crackers are going to be in 40 seconds.
I'm going to declare an arbitrary ultimatum. Unless one of these guys actually starts to do something of value, we're going to have to declare Team iNcontroL the winner. Here it comes. Here it comes. We might have to call, we might have to get an official calling from the ref. So this is going to be my call. We're going to put down 4 planet crackers.
Always a kind ref. 1, 2, 3, 4. And off they all go to Firezer. Off to the left side. Very unfortuitous for them.
Poor Firezer. All right. In 2 minutes, I gotta call it. Rats.
Looks like BlinG saying, damn it, Sean. I think this is going to be the GG. Does BlinG decide to tap out?
Oh my God, they said it!
And
Good game,
GG.
iNcontroL advances to the finals!
Oh, it's the first standing ovation of the entire tournament.
Wow!
Able to do it. It is going to be NonY versus iNcontroL in the finals. They did just shake each other's hands as well.
Congratulations, Jeffrey, iNcontroL Robinson, Firezer, LOL, OL, apologies about the planet crackers. So without any further ado, Mike, give us a little commentary as I set up for that interview.
Indeed, so the final bracket is going, oh, there you go, Sean. Exit stage left or right or whichever way that is. But now that the brackets are basically, well, we know what they are going to be. It is going to be NonY versus iNcontroL in the finals.
That is right, Husky StarCraft. Now, first and foremost, I have to say, I don't know why that pant leg got rolled up. But anyways, I would like to give an extra special shout out to none other than Team Dignitas's BlinG for their stunning show that they have put on. And now, as I push in the chair like a gentleman, it's time for me to invite to my right the team that has successfully advanced to the finals just now, despite all the bullshit that happened. I would like to invite up Team iNcontroL, consisting of Firezer again, iNcontroL! Congratulations, Jeff. No, oh my God, I'm sorry, yes, absolutely you get a handshake. Firezer, I have literally one question. What happened in your head every time I pressed the planet cracker button?
I don't know, man. I'm never eating crackers again. I'm never gonna. I'm gonna have like a phobia, a new phobia of crackers.
The cracker phobia, and also you're like, I'm never gonna visit planets ever again. Now, iNcontroL, I have to invite you to be close to me, Firezer, as you step to the side, Jeff. Something magical happened. You managed to stay alive despite all that. Was there a moment in that series where you were feeling at your lowest low?
Yeah, dude, the sentries kind of trick you. They look so cuddly and nice, but the force fields are unbreakable. The damage is ridiculous, so I've never seen sentries so awesome. It was awesome. But I guess to answer your question, like there's a few times where I was like, oh, those are just giant sentries. And then my entire army's stuck and they're dying to these sentries, and I was like, oh, shit.
And of course, I have to ask what you felt every time you saw the planet crackers destroy Firezer, which happened a remarkably consistent amount of the time.
You can't help but to get a little bit of paranoid. I'm like, come on, Sean, what are you doing? Like, I kept checking your screen to see if you were, like, walking, because they'd go down, they're like, where's Firezer? All right, let's go. The last ones, because we knew we had the game won, but those planet crackers can change things, I guess, so.
Now, Jeff, you've advanced to the finals, so you'll be playing literally now. In like 20 minutes. You've just played on the Storm map, and now you're going to go and do Fire, Jungle, and Storm, maximum chaos start to finish. Can Team iNcontroL do it?
Oh, I've been carried by amazing partners, and all of these guys have no doubt been helping me out. So I think we can do it. Tyler's a great guy. He's very charismatic, but he's going to have to go down.
Well, with all that awesome information, that pseudo smack, I hope we win, but I like him.
Tyler's terrible, and he's going to die an easy death.
with that retrospective, eventually, trash talk, I would like to note that we have a winner of semifinal number 2. It is Team iNcontroL! And without any further ado, I would like you to know that we're going to be stepping away for a moment to prepare for the final match. And some of you have the memory span of goldfish. And as a result, we've decided to create a little compilation of abilities from the fire, the jungle, and the storm map. Show them all back to back to back to back. Therefore, you will get the chance to know exactly what's coming in the final match. We'll see you in a sec. Don't go anywhere. Finals after this.
BlinG minefields are some of the most entertaining aspects of StarCraft II. So rather than wait for any one player to build them, why not spawn some neutral BlinG minefields in the middle of the map? Any player who walks over them will find himself with quite the footache. Why read about post-apocalyptic fiction when you can cause it to happen yourself? Using a nuclear catastrophe, an endless string of nuclear missiles will rain down all across the map. The players will have to fight to rebuild after their civilizations have been destroyed. Ever been interested in the true battle potential of the Karak? Well, wonder no longer. For you are gifted with the ability to unleash a stampeding rampage of angry critters across the map, destroying any player in their path. Though players love the opportunity to destroy destructible rocks, they can't create them. But you can. You can create destructible rocks all over the map with ease, giving the players yet another treat. Another obstacle. Safe zones are a staple of hide and seek and tag, so why not introduce them into StarCraft II? With the safe zone mechanic, absolutely everything will die in the next few seconds, and the only way to protect them is to have them hop into the safe zone. Unfortunately, there's limited space inside, so you may have to battle it out for survival. Every now and again in a game of StarCraft II, things need to spice up a little bit. And what better way to spice things up than with a nuclear missile? You can drop a nuke wherever you're looking. Perhaps in a mineral line, or perhaps to turn the tide of that potentially enormous battle. Every now and again in a pro StarCraft II match, a vortex will appear and turn the tides of battle, and that would be one of the awesomest moments of the game. Let's make random vortexes appear all over the map, shall we? That way we can have maximum awesomest moments of the game. Sometimes your favorite player is in trouble. What better way to get him out of it than with an unkillable demon from hell? The demon can easily thwart the enemy threat, and maybe end up with a bit of extra time to go do some killing himself. If you follow the StarCraft II development cycle, you know all about the Planet Cracker ability, and how much a tragedy it is that it never made it into Wings of Liberty. Why not unleash one of those planet-cracking motherships on the players and watch as they try to avoid the trail of destruction traveling across the map?